glorious day. We are outside on the weather terrace. So glad you're with us for WSA 9 News at 4. Adam Longo with Simone de Alba. And could it be more perfect right now?
It's just stunning. It's like postcard, picture perfect weather. I mean, we're talking like upper 70s, 80s here in D.C. This is what we've been waiting for. This is gorgeous weather.
I was telling somebody earlier today, it's literally a crime to be inside on a day like today. So if you're inside watching us right now, we appreciate it. Pull us up on the WSA 9 News app. Walk outside. Watch us outside from your patio and your lawn, somewhere else like that.
We did want to take you somewhere fun, though. We've got meteorologist Caitlin McGrath. She's hanging of it,
Every second, absolutely. All right, thanks, Caitlin. We'll be checking back in with you soon. All right, we are following some more breaking news this afternoon. Just about 2 hours ago, President Biden announced a new ceasefire proposal from Israel. The president says the first phase of the plan would be a complete ceasefire and withdrawal of Israeli defense forces from Gaza. That would lead to the release of the remaining hostages held by Hamas for an exchange of some of the Palestinian prisoners that are being held by Israel. The president also saying there would be a surge of 600 trucks of aid into Gaza every day. Said there are still a number of details to negotiate to move from phase 1 to phase 2. They did promise that the ceasefire will go on for as long as negotiations take to get to the next phase. So this case only accounts for 34 of the 88 criminal charges brought against former President Trump. Here are the other cases. The first case is Trump's federal election subversion case. Trump is charged with 4 counts by special counsel Jack Smith here in D.C. That case involves his alleged efforts to undermine the results of the 2020 election. Now, a U.S. district judge scrapped a March trial date as the Supreme Court considers Trump's presidential immunity claim. Now, Smith has also charged Trump with 40 counts in Florida. Those are connected to his alleged mishandling of classified documents after he left office. Just this week, the judge in that case rejected a request to put a gag order on Trump in the case. There hasn't been a trial date set in the case yet. And the final case is the Georgia election subversion case. Trump and 14 others are facing state charges for their alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election results in the state of Georgia. No trial date has been set in this case either. All right, the start of the NFL season less than 100 days away. Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are still celebrating this year's Super Bowl win. That's right. The team is currently at the White House for their second visit in 2 years. We wanted to take you live to that ceremony, bring you a look here, and you can see it is packed. You see some Chiefs colors out in the audience here at the White House. Everybody is there gathering, waiting for the president to come out with the team and deliver remarks. They will typically hand him over a ceremonial jersey. The big question leading into today, and the big question that I don't think we still have the answer to at this moment, is Taylor Swift there?
Oh,
is
my
Taylor
goodness.
Swift with Travis Kelce at the White House right now? If we can get word on that, we're going to need to start whispering in our ear and letting us know what's happening. The other thing we'll be waiting for is Travis Kelce's speech, because as we saw at the Super Bowl, he's really he's got the power of words, right? He gives these boisterous speeches. We'll see if he'll maybe do that if he has a moment. Patrick Mahomes, you know. This is such a moment for the Chiefs. I know it's their second time in as many years going to the White House, and so many of them have talked fondly about what this means to them, what this moment is like for their hard work paying off this season and getting to meet with the president and all of that. Yeah, I know that we'll be dipping back into that ceremony as things actually start to play out there on the south lawn of the White House. Also, something of note, the kicker for the team involved in a great deal of controversy after giving a commencement speech that a lot of people took issue with. Certainly wouldn't expect for that to be addressed at the White House, but just another layer of news coming into this meeting at the White House today. On a total pivot, what a day to be out there, right? To be out there, getting your moment again, celebrating your Super Bowl win. And as Adam said, this is something we're going to be checking in with. All right, so we'll go back there as things start to develop there on the South Lawn. In the meantime, we want to share with you this update for those of you who use an antenna to get WSA 9 over the air. That's right. You may have known. It was literally this time yesterday that we were preparing for a historic verdict in former President Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York. Let's talk about the range of possibilities that the judge has before him when this scheduled sentencing is going to happen on July 11th. So what are the possibilities, and what is the judge likely to take into account in making this decision? Yeah, you know, Northern Virginia Democrat Jerry Connolly predicted to me last night some independent movement away from Trump in some of the key swing states, talking about Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania quite possibly. I want to hit you with this, though. Last question, Scott. The verdict, it's turned into quite a fundraising boon for Trump. Can you share any insight about that? All right, could it be any more perfect?
Gorgeous.
Just a beautiful day for weather in the DMV as we just coast into that weekend. Hopefully your weekend is already underway.
Yeah, we're just sitting pretty.
And the evening commute, it is Friday. You know it's going to be clogged up out there on the road. Take off the convertible top, roll down the windows, and just cruise, baby. If you are on the outer loop here in Prince George's County, it's orange. It's not red, so you're actually moving from just after the Wilson Bridge and the Clinton off-ramp up until 95 North. Take a look over here, typical from Route 7 on the inner loop, headed up across the Potomac and the American Legion Bridge up to the spur. This accident you see up here, this is actually southbound. They've got a couple lanes closed right now, so that's not going to affect you going north there on 270 here. Look up here in the corner, right? So if you're headed from 32, if you're in Laurel, Severna Park, and you're trying to hit 97 to go down to Annapolis, you're going to clog up a little bit right there. But again, things looking not bad for a Friday. How about a camera here? Live look at the mixing bowl in Springfield. You've got 95, 395 north moving away from the camera. That's this traffic right here. So that's typical. I mean, everybody headed down south, Prince William County, Fredericksburg, Stafford. You know it's going to take you a while. To the Potomac, the 14th Street Bridge. How's that looking? Hey, traffic is moving. So again, roll down the windows, get that breeze coming through your hair. It's going to feel nice as you head from Arlington into the district. How about to Maryland now? The aforementioned Beltway and 202 in Prince George's County. That's going to be a little bit choked up. Oh yeah, both sides, inner loop and the outer loop. Just an absolute dumpster fire right now. So just pack your patience. You know that you're going to actually get there. Anybody who you know is out in this traffic, they'll get there eventually. Hopefully, they'll still be in a decent mood when they get home. All right, we got to look at your drive times as we head to break. You can see everything in the green right now. The Beltway to Fredericksburg, you can get there in 40 minutes. That's unheard of on a Friday night. Hope you enjoy the weekend. WSA 9 News at 4 will be right back. All right, looking ahead to tomorrow, there is an in-person meeting happening in Northeast D.C. to talk about a controversial proposal. Leaders have proposed adding bike lanes to South Dakota Avenue. That would stretch for 3 miles between Riggs Road and Bladensburg Road. So right now, South Dakota Avenue has 2 lanes in each direction. Adding a bike lane would mean losing one of those car lanes. D.C.'s Department of Transportation is holding those meetings to get input. If you want to attend tomorrow's meeting, we've shared details for you at WSA9.com.
Yeah. Hey, look at how gorgeous it is here today.
Wish we could just retract the roof on the studio, but I don't think the lights, I don't think that would work out too well. Listen, we're going to check in with meteorologist Caitlin McGrath, who is at MetFest, so she's going to bring us our full forecast. But first, take us behind the curtain of MetFest. You're going to be gaming pretty hard there later tonight, we hear? All right, well, we have squeezed enough out of the 4 o'clock news hour.
Oh, that's going to do it for the news at 4. We made it to Friday.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Simone D'Alba.
And I'm Adam Longo. We hope to see you right back here on Monday. Hope you get outside and enjoy the weekend. But don't go anywhere. Leslie and Zoe are up next with the news at 5.